Today on Bill.
For the last 17 years, you've been wondering if you're the dad.
I know he's not the father. Do you really want me to put you on blast?
She meets men at bus stops.
I think everybody rides her like a bus stop, Bill. She's popping her thing too much.
She's popping her thing too much.
Do not go and pop my thing.
Are these babies yours?
They better be.
DNA test results for both. Morales, Michael Sr.
Right now.
Thanks for coming and thanks for watching. When it comes to DNA disputes, we tend to think of fathers who deny paternity. But what if you thought you were the dad and you want to be the dad, but all of a sudden you may not be the dad? Please welcome Michael to the show. Michael, how you doing? Good to see you, man. All right, let's get this straight at the top. For the last 17 years, you've been wondering if you're the dad. But where have you been for most of those 17 years?
I've been in prison.
Prison?
Yes.
And you got out about a month ago?
Month and a half.
How do you like the freedom?
Beautiful.
You go from a prison cell to the Bill Cunningham Show in 45 days. That's not bad. Let's go back in time. Talk about Charlene and the difficulty and the questions that you have.
Years ago, I was dating a young lady, Charlene, and she brought to my attention that she was pregnant.
And you were in jail at that point.
Yes.
And
I was out when she first got pregnant.
you were in jail, you got out for a little bit, kind of waiting, and then you went back to jail for a very long time.
Correct.
And you were real excited about being a brand new dad.
Absolutely.
At the time.
Absolutely.
Tell me your feelings about that, about when you learned that.
Well, for me, it was my first child. It would have been my first child. So for me, that was a bundle of joy. At the time, I was skeptical, so I questioned her. We wasn't in an exclusive relationship, but we was dealing with one another.
Right.
I was already in a prior relationship, but when she told me she was pregnant, I wanted to make sure that I was the father.
So ultimately, you were in jail, and you got some papers to sign indicating that you, Michael Sr., you were the father of Michael Jr., and you signed the birth certificates.
Yes.
And she would bring the child to prison, and you saw Michael Jr.
Yes, yes.
Could you
absolutely.
hold him or not? Could
Yes,
you?
yes.
You actually held him.
Yes, yes, yes.
And
Yes.
so for a long time, in fact, here's a picture going back in time. This kind of old school, going back in time. And you spent a long time, many, many years in jail thinking you were, in fact, the father of that child. But
Absolutely.
then a triggering event happened when you found out you might not be the father. What happened then?
That's when things took a little turn. I received a letter after the child was approximately 2 years. She was not certain. It was
Did she
another
say
gentleman.
you were not the father, or she's uncertain whether you were the father?
No, she was certain I was, and then she was certain I wasn't. I said a few things, called her out of character.
Yeah.
It's not something I was proud of, but it did take place.
Yeah, you were dealing with a lot of other issues other than this, but as a man, as a father, you believed you had a baby boy, you signed the birth certificate, then she sent you a letter saying you weren't the baby daddy, and you spent years trying to resolve it. Then you finally get out. And how long has it been since you've seen Charlene? Other than that one meeting, you just once in the last 17 or 18 years?
Twice.
Twice. Today's the day. Please welcome Michael's ex-girlfriend and maybe baby mama, Charlene, to the show. Come on out, Charlene.
First of all, I want to say you're lying, because that's not how the show went. That's not how it went, okay? At the end of the day, me and you was in a relationship, okay? And you know that. When you brought the girl to my mother's house for your jacket, I said, I got something for you. I called the facility, and I told you what it was. I told you Michael was not just your son. At the end of the day, I was 24 years old. I'm 45 years old. I ain't got time for it. You came to my house looking for me. We didn't come looking for you, Ike. Okay, at the end of the day, Michael, I did not come looking for you. Don't say you called me out my character, because you did not do none of that. You did not call me and say none of that. Yes, I know what I did was wrong. wrong to you, but you did not call me out of no character. So why are you sitting here on national TV lying?
Tell us what you did.
What show is she listening to?
What changed?
Bill, actually, I called him and I told him that I did something. When we young, we do stupid things, okay?
I'm old, I do
let
stupid
him know
things.
because
It
I knew
happens.
he was cheating already. So when he had the girl come to my house...
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can.
You said I was cheating?
Yeah, like you said, you was already in a private relationship. So at the end of the day, I choose to sleep with you.
I was cheating with you, though.
You just said on the national TV you was with the girl also,
Right,
so that's what
but
I'm talking about.
I didn't
when
cheat
she
on
came
you.
to my house, when she came to my house,
No, hold on,
that's when I said I had something to... Go ahead,
Did you tell him he was the baby daddy?
Yes,
Answer.
I did.
Hey, he
But-
signed the birth certificate.
He signed the birth certificate, and which I know was a wrong thing to do. My son got...
Why'd you get him to do that?
Okay, first of all, at the end of the day, I have... with 2 men, okay? And I,
2 men.
Right, I knew
And you
who
named
was
the
my,
baby.
I knew who was my son's father, okay?
You knew that.
Right, I knew that, but I signed...
Michael Jr., you named the baby.
Yes, he signed the birth certificate, and I had another one with my other son name on there. When my son went to go get...
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, you can.
Please. You just said that I was cheating.
You
Cheating?
I was cheating
We're
with
welcome.
you.
That's 20
had
years
the girl,
ago.
Rachel, you was also cheating. That's what made me go on my revenge thing to you.
Well, I was
And my
in a
son was not
relationship.
2 years old when I told you that he wasn't your son. My son was 6 months. Let's get it together when I called the facility.
Charlene, this
and
is
then I
20
called
years
the-
ago, though. Let's move forward. 20 years, who know who was cheating 20 years ago?
Right.
But we're here today to find out who is the baby
All right,
daddy.
then
Not so much the baby daddy, but the
May-
father of a 21-year-old.
May I ask a
Okay, but I
question?
come looking for
Yeah,
him.
go
May I
ahead.
ask a
Michael
question?
Sr., go ahead.
All right, so if you just told Bill that you knew who the father was, why did you send me the
Because
paperwork?
I just said, didn't you just hear what I just said? I just said that at the time I was 24 years old, I did a lot of stupid stuff, and maybe on revenge, because when I found out you was dealing with the girl,
Revenge
Rachel.
from what?
It doesn't matter what the revenge was about. I didn't, look.
You took the baby to prison to say, here's your
Yes, I
son.
did, Bill, and with the...
You were
and with
24. That's not
okay.
14. That's
Right,
24.
and I know what I was doing, and at the end of the day, I did something stupid.
All right.
So that's why we're here to clear it up today.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead,
Yes,
Michael.
you can.
You just sat here and told me right now that you knew who the father was. So why name him? Why name the baby after me?
That's why we on the show. At the end of the day...
He could be the father.
But let me tell you something. I know he's not the father.
You know? How do you know that?
Because I know that.
He still had a doubt in his mind or a belief
I
that
don't
Michael...
believe he had down in my. I believe that he probably thought when he came home that I ain't have nobody. He still thought that he was going to come
He thought he
home
could move in.
and be in with me. And
He had a
want
son.
my son to be so bad, his son, but he's not.
Son's 21 now, and the son's
All right,
here.
I mean,
The son's here.
she had her 2 minutes of fame. She got that in.
I ain't got
All
no
right.
2 minutes.
All
I'm
right,
not
now
here for
listen,
2
let me
minutes
ask you a
because we
question.
try to do it the right way.
How did you
Why?
feel when he was on your doorstep after 17
I didn't
years?
feel no kind of way because at the end of the day,
Have any
I wanted this
feelings
done
for him
anyway.
anymore?
No, I don't.
Because you're engaged to another man right now, and the other man's here, too.
Yes.
You're engaged, right?
Yes, and he know too.
He knows.
Yeah, I told him that when we first got
Does he
together.
ever concern you two might get back together?
No.
No
Because I told him
concern.
he ain't even there with me and him.
Not even
I don't
there.
look at him like that. What's done is done. The past is over.
What happened, Michael Sr., what if you find out today that Michael Jr. is not your son?
Well, I know one thing. Only she knows all the answers. She knows all the answers. So this little revenge, mind game,
That's a
naming
heck
the
of a
baby
mind
after
game to
me.
play on
But
the
that
man.
was so long
Back
ago.
and
That's
forth.
when we was
Listen,
like 24.
Charlene.
At the end of the day,
Charlene,
it doesn't matter. It's
Charlene.
not like you did anything for my son.
Charlene.
You were in touch with him.
I never asked you to
You
do
took
his
anything for my
collect
son. I
telephone
even told
calls.
your family.
Charlene.
What?
Charlene, you talking to me now.
No, I am talking to you because I don't
Charlene,
like how you
listen.
come out.
Charlene, listen.
Do you really want me to put you on blast?
Yeah, please.
Okay, when you came home,
Please.
you came and you came, knocked on my door, and you was like, "Oh, Charlene, I want to talk to you, whatever." You was asking me to come to my house, so and everything. Excuse my expression. You wanted to get back with me, and I said,
He
I'm in a
wanted
relationship.
relations with you after
I told you that,
17 years.
And my fiance don't know, but he'll know right now.
He's gonna find
You didn't
out.
ask me that.
The next up is the
so
stepdad and the
let's keep
son
it
are
real.
up next.
Let's keep
Stay
it
right there.
real.
On new accusation,
Why would you come and say that you wanted to make love to her when you already knew that she had a man?
ignites this DNA drama.
What I did. Now let me tell you what she did.
Wait a minute. I know when you came to my house, I never made no pass at you. You made the pass at me. You lied.
Don't miss the result.
Bill, I'm here today because a man named Michael insists that I'm his son. But I already know who my biological father is, and I feel Michael is wasting his time. Bill, I need these results because we need this man to leave us alone.
Today's about DNA and daddies. We're going to bring on Alan, who's your fiance, and Michael Jr. in a moment. If you could go back in time, whatever it is, would you want Michael Jr. to in fact be your son?
Listen, I didn't really sit around and build up an emotion for that. But before we even get to that point, let me just go back to the beginning of this whole situation when I was dating this young lady. I saved her from an abusive relationship.
What, Bruce? I ain't never had no man touching me. You know
All right,
what?
let's do this, Michael. We cannot go back in time.
In his life.
Please welcome
You know what I did
Charlene's
to you?
fiance, Alan, to the show. Alan, come on out.
When you came to our house, when you came to our house,
you better not never go there and say
hold.
that. I've been with him going on for he ain't never put his hands on me.
I never put my hands. I never put my hands on her. When you came to our house,
Please.
you came. The first day you seen wifey, you told her that you was trying to get in touch with her about the DNA. Why would you come and say that you wanted to make love to her when you already knew that she had a man?
He was in prison 17 years.
It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it does not matter. I was in a relationship. He was there when I showed him the letter.
She wrote him and told him that she was in a relationship. So why would he want to even think is juicy?
Why was she writing him?
I never wrote him.
Accepting to collect telephone
I wrote
calls.
him with my baby. My son was a baby. He wrote me recently.
You never wrote him at all? No, never wrote him. Not one time.
Let your girl finish talking.
This is not about this. This is not about...
You taking part of the story.
No, I'm not taking part of the story.
Let her finish the story.
First of all, he already knows.
Let her finish.
Let me say something.
Let her finish.
Let me say something.
She just told you
what I did. Let her finish.
She told you what I did. Now let her tell you what she did.
Wait a minute. When you came to my house, I never made no pass at you. You made the pass at me. I never said nothing about can I come to your house?
Are we going to be honest?
No, we're going to be honest. Don't do this on this show because you're lying. I can take a lie detector.
The other night...
You lied. Don't go there with me.
The other night you called and you told her to come downstairs. What was that about?
Because you want to see my face.
What you mean, come downstairs?
You told her to come downstairs?
Other night?
The other night.
The other day when we came back, I said, can you come see me?
Don't twist this. When I asked her to come downstairs, what did I ask you?
You said, Charlene, can you come downstairs? I said, I got just coming from Walmart. I said, I'm tired. I said, come upstairs. You said, no, I wanted you to come downstairs so I could see your face. I said, why do you want to see my face?
You know how upset
That's what you said to me.
To see your face?
Yes, you said, come downstairs because I want to see your face. So you said, when I got hyped, you said, oh, here you go, acting like Hollywood. And then you curse, and that's when he grabbed the phone. That's when he grabbed the phone.
That's what I say to you.
That's when I grabbed the phone.
You was like, oh, you acting like
That's
you always
I said, get off of your horse.
Right, and that's when I grabbed the phone.
What did I tell you? Hey, yo, listen.
That's when I grabbed the phone.
What did I tell you I said?
What did I said, Ike, if you cursing at my wife, you're disrespecting me. That's going to cause confrontation between you.
We don't want that here.
We don't need... No, it's not going to be here.
Alan,
I said,
we're here today. Hold on, everyone, hold on.
We're not even here about... Bill, we're not even here about that.
Now, correct.
We're not even
We're here about Michael Jr.
Let's get to the point.
Michael Jr. Hold on, Charlene. Please welcome Charlene's son and maybe Micah's senior son, Michael Jr. Come on out. Michael Jr. Let's hear from Michael.
I don't even care.
Charlene, one thing. We're here for one reason, which is Michael Jr. We're here to find out who's your father. Biological. Now, hold on.
After this, you can take her number out your phone. She can take her number out.
I don't like how you do it.
Listen, you're dealing with relationship emotions right now.
No.
You're not even being clear right now.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
It's all messed up.
Alan, I want to hear from Michael Jr.
When we see one another, we speak.
Alan.
We speak, right? But it's not even about that. It's about...
Hold on. Everyone sit back and calm down. I want to talk to Michael. Michael.
Yes.
I called you Michael Jr. and you said I'm not Michael.
Yeah. I got my own junior.
You are. You
Yes.
got your own.
Yes.
What is your relationship, if any, with your alleged biological dad, Michael Sr.?
To be honest, I really don't know him. I just met him.
You don't recall going to prison to visit?
No.
You were too young?
I don't know about none of that.
Nothing at all. Now, what was your understanding early on about who your biological dad was?
I know who my real father is. He passed away 2008.
And so several years ago, he passed away.
Yeah.
So are you invested in this outcome at all to find out if DNA-wise this is your biological dad? Is this something that interests you?
Yeah. So everybody can move on with their life.
And do you understand the history that your mom in prison had him sign a birth certificate saying he was your father? Do you understand that?
Yes.
And that according to Michael, there were some letters, and there was some collect telephone calls and some contact. Now, that is disputed by Charlene, but you understand that's his perspective. Can you understand Michael Sr.'s concern, pain, being in prison for 17 years, thinking he's got his baby boy, and he found out about 6 months to 2 years into the process that he was maybe told a lie? Can you understand where he is?
I can understand.
Explain that.
If that was like vice versa, if I was older, like I would want.
But did he feel the pain when he cheated on me?
Just for a moment, honey. Just for 20 years, and we don't care about 20 years.
Yeah, I want him to hear me out. So when he came home, I heard them out, listened to what he was saying, because I wanted to know. I wanted to get both sides of the story.
You want it all out.
Yeah.
And you're getting it today in ways. What is your relationship with your mom's fiance?
Well, that's my stepfather. That's basically my real father.
You're close to Alan.
Yeah.
You love that man.
Yeah,
of course, you love your mom. What are your feelings toward Michael?
I don't have no feelings with him. I respect him. I'm cool with him. After the show, I always say what up with him.
You want a relationship with him down the road?
No, I wouldn't need to. I'm 21. I'm grown, basically grown myself. I have a lot of father figures in my life, so it's really.
And you got your own babies, right?
Yes, I have my own son.
This stuff about 20, 25 years ago is interesting, but we got to find out today. Every person has a right to know.
Yeah.
Charlene, what's in your heart right now?
No problem.
Tell me, Mama.
Heard about what?
Charlene,
it ain't that serious.
Hold on, Charlene. Well, to her, hold on now. To her, it is serious.
Today, Bill.
Don't tell a woman it's not serious. Charlene.
That's why we all here.
Hold on, sir. Hold on. Charlene, well, why are there tears in your eye?
Because she's been carrying this on her shoulders for too long.
Okay.
She feel like she hurting me, but she ain't hurt me. You ain't hurt me.
To nobody. I never made him see like he was the victim or anything. And my son used to be like, why are you so angry? Like, he never understood until the day he had to go get his ID. And I explained to him, one minute I be up, one minute I be down, because it was on my shoulder for a long time. And I knew that Michael would come home eventually to get it over with. So when he wrote me that day, he was like, Charlene, I know you want to get your thing clear with him. And I tried to send him the other birth certificate with my son's name on it, but he said it wouldn't get through.
There's two birth certificates.
Yes, 2 birth certificates.
He didn't know until you were 16, right?
Yeah.
When he went to get his license, there was 2 birth certificates, and then he says to his mama, Mama, I got 2 birth certificates. How's that possible? So you had the guilt that you carried for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until he was 16.
She wanted to explain to me, but I was young. I ain't really want to hear about that. But now as I'm getting older, it's starting to affect me a little. So now I really want to know.
All right, we have DNA test results in this matter coming up, plus more DNA drama. Stay right there.
A sister-in-law makes a scandalous allegation.
A doubt. Who leaves at 3 months and the time to come back pregnant?
And it's destroying this relationship.
Is your sister interfering in this relationship?
Yes, everybody does. They don't even like
She
the other.
fights the family.
Helen has a problem, okay? But I still love her.
Don't miss
Hey, none of that. No. See that. No.
the DNA.
Love watching from your couch? Wait until you see us live. If you're going to be in the New York City area and want free tickets to see a taping of the show, go to our official website, BillCunninghamShow.com, or call toll-free 888-710-8425 for your chance to talk back with Bill. It's bad enough when you don't like your brother's wife, but it's far worse when she's trying to pin 2 babies on him that you don't think are his. Please welcome Aretha to the show. Aretha, how you doing? All right, you think your sister-in-law is living a lie with your brother. Please explain.
Look, Bill, I'm going to tell you like this, okay? My brother is 58 years old, okay? His wife is 22 years younger than him, okay?
58 and 36.
Exactly. He's trying to retire, and she's out there trying to pop her thing. Like, who do that? And she leave for 3 months at a time, okay?
Yeah.
And she come back with babies. Like, who do that?
She goes away and comes back with babies.
Come back with babies. Like, who do that?
What is she doing on those trips?
She popping her thing too much.
She's popping her thing too much.
Exactly.
And so, as I understand, how many total babies does she have?
2.
2. And she claims your brother is the father of both.
Exactly.
And you have a doubt.
A doubt. Who leaves at 3 months and the time to come back pregnant? What do you guys think?
Well, it's possible. It's possible.
Yeah, exactly.
It's possible. How does your brother react to this?
My brother is very passive, okay? He tries to give her the benefit of the doubt. It's a weird relationship. But I think that this whole thing of dropping it down and picking it up when you want to, and he has the babies, Bill. He keeps the kids while she leave at 3 months at a time, and nobody knows where she is.
Does he believe the children are his?
He have doubt. Now, who wouldn't have doubt?
Now, she meets men at bus stops. Is that correct?
I think everybody... Bill.
So Helen is very flirtatious, shall we say?
Oh, very much. I think it's, I don't know if it's more that she didn't get attention when she was a kid, but she loves attention, okay? And she's just very flirtatious.
Tell the story about you two sitting in a park bench and what happened.
We took the kids to the park. And as soon as we get out of the car and go over to the park, now the basketball court is way over there. How does dude spot us from over there? Beyond me. But he runs over there. He's like, Helen, let me talk to you for a minute. I'm like, who is this? She goes, oh, that's just my ex. That's just my ex.
One of my ex.
One of my exes. And I'm like, okay, why he all beefed up? Why he beefed up? And then he's like, well, when I talk to you? And she's like, okay. I said, well, just talk to him. You know, and she was like, well, don't be raising your voice to me. Don't be yelling at me. So they were talking down, but he was pointing at her stomach and doing his hand like this. So I'm like, oh, really now? Really? What's that all about? So they got to be his kids.
All right, please welcome Aretha's sister-in-law, Helen, to the show. Helen, come on out, Helen.
Yeah, Helen, come on out. Let me tell you one thing. You and your whole family need to stay out of our business because them are Terella's kids. And we're going to straighten this out today.
Have a seat there, Helen.
Because I am really tired of the drama.
Too much.
Too much.
What is her family putting you through, Helen?
They put me through hell.
All the time?
All the time. And I'm getting real sick and tired of it. And today, it's going to stop.
Is there any doubt Terrellis is, in fact, the father of those two? Any doubt? You have any doubt? 100%. Who was that guy in the park?
No. That was my ex.
I beg to differ.
That was my ex, Bill.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, what was the conversation about when he's pointing at your stomach there?
I was telling him that I am married now, and it was over. It was over when I left him.
Why would he be pointing at your stomach and doing his hand like this?
Bill, during that time, I was pregnant.
Of course.
And I was out.
Maybe with his baby.
But that was just my ex.
His baby. Okay, that's why Terrellis bring other women to the house, because I don't know what type of dysfunctional relationship y'all got, but it's weird, okay?
So her man is bringing women to whose house?
To their house.
Wait a minute. Terrellis is bringing women to your house?
Exactly. They play cards, they drink, and they just kick the bobos. Like, okay, but maybe that's her reason for going out and pop her thing.
Do you think Terrell's cheating on you a little bit?
I can't.
What about the women he brings to your house?
It's just his friends.
You got a lot of female friends and some cousins. That's all he brings.
Yes, but another thing, he would not let me have female friends.
He won't let you have them, but he has them.
Okay.
How certain are you that Terrell's the best?
Let me say this, Mr. Bill.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Me and Terrellis, we is in a good relationship.
Is it an open relationship? The baby dad, it is an open relationship.
Thank you. How you doing?
All right.
Let me tell you
this. The baby daddy is here coming up next. Stay right there.
Let me tell you.
A relationship under fire.
Is it okay with you if he cheats with other women?
Creates big doubts.
He'll leave you for 3 and 4 months at a time and come back pregnant.
Yeah, me and Eileen Ellis, she did it both times, both babies. I need to know if they're my kids.
Ready for the results?
I'm ready for the results. I'm ready to see what's good. We need to know as a family so we can move forward. I'm going to be her new bodyguard, best friend. How you doing?
Today's about Daddy DNA does not lie. Helen, I kind of asked you this. We ended up by saying you're in like an open relationship, but your definition of open may not be our definition of open. Is it okay with you if he cheats with other women as long as you don't know about it?
No.
Do you cheat with other guys?
No, I don't.
Doesn't happen.
No.
I think the thing is that she feels okay with him having women around because it makes her feel better about going out for 3 and 4 months at a time, popping a thing and coming back with a baby and saying it's his.
No, those both
Where do you pop your thing, Helen?
Those both times that I left, I was already pregnant. Me and Terrella was going through things, so I left.
Oh, she leaves the babies at home with him while she goes out and pop a thing and drop it like
I do not go and pop my thing.
Is that true, Helen?
No, that is a lie. I do not go and pop my thing, so you need to stop your lying.
You always leave the kids.
Please welcome Aretha's brother and Helen's baby daddy, Terrellis. Terrellis, come on out. All right, Terrellis. 22-year age difference, right? Now,
I'll be 60 years old in 14
6,
months.
maybe a little more than 22 years. What is your relationship like with Helen?
I met Helen in Milwaukee, Wisconsin at the bus stop January
At the
3rd,
bus
2009. Shut up!
Bus stop.
Don't curse. Are you angry? Did you meet her at a bus stop?
Yes.
All right. She picks up guys at the bus stop is what your sister is saying. Now, tell me about your relationship with Helen.
I met her January 3rd, 09. I married her February 18th, 09. I left and went to Indianapolis. She called me from Indianapolis. I sent for her.
Is your sister interfering in this relationship?
Yes, everybody does. They don't even like Helen.
She likes the family.
Helen has a problem, okay? But I still love her.
She can't even come over Mom's house.
Mom won't let her in.
The kids need her.
I still goes over there. What you mean I can't come over there?
No, you cannot. You're
My
not
whole-
welcome
Yes,
over
I
there.
still goes
Because
there.
I would be uncomfortable too. Coming over to my husband's family house, know that I be leaving at 3 and 4 months at a time, leaving the kids around us, leaving the kids.
Does she leave you for 3 and 4 months at a time and come back pregnant?
Yeah, me and Eileen Ellis, she did it
She
both
does
times,
that.
both babies. I need to know if they're my kids because
Exactly.
if it is,
That's the point of the show. You want to know if those kids are yours.
right.
You have a doubt that.
Exactly.
Here's a picture of one of them, 4-month-old. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's Virginia.
Virginia,
The
beautiful.
love of my life.
Is that your child?
I
need to know.
I need to know. I need to
Helen,
know.
why do you disappear for months at a
I
time
need
from
to
your
know.
husband?
We've been going through things, so I left.
I gotta ask the audience: is it normal for anybody to leave?
How
a
you
wife
gonna
to leave
ask
her
them
husband
people?
for 3 and 4 months at a time? I'm just asking.
Y'all don't really know the whole deal.
That's
thing-
wrong.
In fact, you
Y'all
filed
don't
police
know the
reports.
whole deal.
The whole deal
Really?
is
The
what?
thing about it is this, okay?
Really?
I lay here, I call the police twice.
Exactly.
They pick
Make
up
a
and
police
salute her.
report.
They can't find
got
her.
your behind down and salute her.
Exactly.
Carolina sent you back to me with Eileen Ellis. The
Exactly.
second time you left me and the baby, when I called the Waukegan
Abnormal
police and found you down in Atlanta, Georgia,
Abnormal
and she's got a beautiful, I give her a beautiful home.
Yeah, but what
you
I'm
know
doing
what?
is
The
all
divorce
these
is
females you be bringing.
the divorce
Really?
is here. I need another woman. Help me take care of my kids, because baby, when we get
Excuse
home,
me?
it's on.
What about them
The
females?
divorce, it don't matter. Yeah,
Are these babies yours?
They better be.
What if they're
because
not?
They still mine.
You're going back to the bus stop to find another man. That's what happens.
They're my kids. Take care. Take care. And another thing, the divorce is...
Divorce?
Baby, I forgot to tell you. I'm going to divorce you soon we get home.
Don't worry, I already had that planned up.
That's
so
good,
don't
but you
worry.
can have the money from the lawsuit. It doesn't matter. You keep the house.
I mean, the house.
I just want my
What
kids.
if you are the baby daddy? What if you are?
I'm going to still take my
We
kids. I'm
still
You're taking the kids
divorced.
anyway.
We still get
Divorce.
divorced.
It's divorce.
DNA test results and all the cases coming up. Stay right there. Love watching from your couch? Wait until you see us live. If you're going to be in the New York City area and want free tickets to see a taping of the show, go to our official website, BillCunninghamShow.com, or call toll-free 888-710-8425 for your chance to talk back with Bill. It's time for you to take control and give my guest some tough love. How would you resolve the issue? Should Helen stay with Terrellis or raise her 2 kids without his family's interference? Call me with your answer to 1-855-TELL-BILL. You hear what other viewers answered and receive some valuable offers. Take control and call 1-855. One of the best things we can do on this show is help a child, even a grown child, find out who his father is. We're going to do that right now. DNA test results for both. All right, hold on. All right, we're going to come this way first. Terrellis.
Yes, sir.
You have a 4-year-old boy and a 4-month-old girl.
The love of my life.
The love of your life. And your sister believes that you're not the baby daddy of either.
She ain't the only one. All the family.
No.
believes.
And all of your family.
All the family
They're
believes.
after her constantly, after Helen.
Right.
What do you want to happen? You can't make it happen. What do you want to
I
happen?
want them kids, honestly.
Drop her back off at the bus stop.
Which,
What do you want? Maybe your family needs to stay out of this relationship a little bit. Would that help?
They do.
Would that help you?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to the paternity of 4-year-old Eiley Ellis, you are the baby dad.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ain't none of that.
No question.
Ain't none of that. No.
See that.
No.
I gotta hold on to it.
What
Take
you
a look
gonna
there.
do?
Bill, where your glasses at?
Bye.
99.99999.
Thank you.
Hey!
That's your boy. And why is that important to you?
Because it is very important.
Now
Because
what?
I need one more.
Oh, my goodness.
I have 20 kids, and I need to know if all y'all, I'm really mad. I'll be 60 in 14 months. Mama's baby, daddy's maybe, yes.
How many
I got 43
babies?
grandkids.
You got 20?
And 5 great-grands. And I need to know if all these kids are mine before I die. And I'm starting at the bottom, working to the top.
Well,
Now, how many baby mamas do you have?
oh, my goodness. I just
How many, Helen, was it?
How many baby mamas?
Oh,
Oh my God, I can't even count.
Can't
oh
count.
my goodness.
15, 20.
No,
20,
Oh, my
17,
goodness.
17 and 20. 17 and 20. All right,
Oh, my
17 baby mamas and 20 babies.
I need DNA tests for all of them.
All right, you got them. All right, let's go on. Are you ready now?
Why he trying to retire?
When it comes to maternity, a 4-month-old
Who would wanna
Virginia.
retire?
Hold on, Terrellis. When it comes... When it comes to the paternity of 4-month-old Virginia, you are the baby dad.
So when you going out there dropping it like it's hot and picking it up, I'm gonna be with you.
Hold on, Helen.
Forget it. No.
I'm sorry, Helen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Let's say.
I'm sorry, Helen.
You got a lot of apologizing to do. A lot of apologizing.
Well, Bill, with the it's unusual.
That's your niece and your nephew. You've been denying them.
Where my babies? Where my babies? Where my kids? I want my kids. That's all. Where my son, my daughter?
Now.
He out there want to believe what they said.
Where are my niece and nephew?
No, just bring my babies. Look, I want my babies, okay?
Let's get them. We'll do
Give me my
a season of shows will be on your life. A season. Hold
Give me
on.
my babies.
Hold on, Helen. We got another big story here. Here sits 2 Michaels, 17 years in prison, signed a birth certificate. But Charlene, you had something you wanted to say before we get started, correct?
Yeah, I just want to say to my son, look at me. I'm your mother. You know I did everything for you. I raised you right. You're not violent. You're not in jail. At the end of the day, if I did anything wrong, I don't want you to hold anything in. I want you to talk to me and let me know how you feel, because this been on your shoulder also. So please, before Bill read the results, because I don't want to hear it later, oh, mind this and that, or what you did, you could tell me now today, because I can take it.
Are you covering for yourself a little bit here?
No, I'm not. This is how I feel with my son.
And this is a good mother you have here.
Yeah, it's great mother, great mother.
Michael Sr., what does it mean to you after all this? 17 years in prison, you've been out for a month and a half. This is the moment, whether that man is your son. What does it mean?
I just want clarity for the young man, so he can move on with his life.
All right, when it comes to his paternity, Michael Sr., you are not his father. 0%. Charlene, I wouldn't be dancing yet because you misled this man in prison for a long time. You misled him, honey.
Let me tell you something. And at the end of the day, I asked her, the producer, that I wanted to apologize to him way before.
Let's hear it.
Right. I am very sorry that this happened. I knew you wasn't a father. Maybe I did it, like I said, for revenge when you did what you did with the other girl. And I knew in my heart you was not the father. What I did to you was wrong, Michael. And me and you never had no blood. We never had no beefs. But to come on here to make me like the bad guy, I know what I did was wrong. You understand what I'm saying?
Do you accept her apology,
Michael? But at the end of the day, if you can accept my apology, I mean, I did not mean to hurt nobody. It's not like I waited till he was... Now, I told
He's
you
21.
since he was little.
21 years. You accept her apology?
Like I told you before, I'm just here for the young man right here. Make sure he get on with his life.
He now knows.
He need what he need.
So you know who who your father is biologically?
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
A lot more to clear up. Stay right
Been in
there.
his life since he was a baby.
My family need to apologize. Everybody's got to apologize about this. Even them kids, all of them. I need DNA for everybody now. This is straw that broke the camel's back. They didn't believe it was mine.
You just sat here and told me right now that you knew who the father was. So why name him? Why name the baby after me?
Face DNA doubts.
You and your whole family need to stay out of our business because them are Terrell's kids.
And DNA results.
You are not his father. You are the baby dad. We had some closure today on paternity, but these relationships may still need a little bit of work. To help out, a psychotherapist, Ish Major. Ish, how you doing?
Doing well, man. We're doing well.
All right, if you can address Terrellis and Helen. Terrellis has made a national plea for these 20 babies out there from California to Maine, from Florida to Alaska, to come forward. And Helen still is laughing and smiling and crying. Where does this relationship go from here? And what about his sister, who's interfered in this for 4 years?
Long time. So, Bill, you gave us a lot of answers, but I got a lot more questions is what I've got now. So, Terrellis, you're the husband. Part of being the husband means that you've got to put your woman first, right? Yeah. Which means, and Aretha, I've got 5 sisters. I love them, so I know how it goes. But you got to get out of their business.
And not just me. It's the whole family.
Exactly.
You know what to say that with the behavior pattern, it brings about
Here's the
doubt.
situation. Terrellis, who are you married to, Helen or Aretha?
Both of us.
No, that's never going to work, and that's the problem. You got to be the man. You got to put Helen first. Helen, you got to make a decision, honey. Going 1 to 2 months at a time, either you're in or out. Okay? You got to be all in or you got to do something different. But I'm glad y'all got some answers today, but Terrellis, you got to be the man. You got to set the boundaries. Wife comes first, family comes next.
Terrellis,
That's the whole thing he does with the family.
Terrellis, are you gonna tell Aretha to back away a little?
I'm going to tell them all to back off.
Back off your wife.
My wife has her own home. She's blessed. Okay, them children are blessed. They've been blessed, but everybody's long range different. On the outside looking in, if you're on the inside, you can look out. Y'all don't even know what's going on. But all my family members, sisters and brothers, and all them kids are supposed to be mine. I need DNA for everybody, and I'm asking for it on national television.
We got 17 baby mamas and 20 kids out there. Now, Ish, turn to your left because this story is so dramatic that this man spent months, if not years, in jail thinking he had his baby boy waiting, and then he signed the birth certificate, a second birth certificate, and the son didn't know until he turned like 16 years old, until there was 2 birth certificates to get his driver's license. Where does this family go from here?
That's a lot of drama. I'm going to start with Michael Sr. Listen, 17 years, I can't imagine what that's like, and big respect to you for coming out here and wanting to get your affairs in order, but you got to do it in a way that doesn't disrupt everybody's life. And it sounds like you've tried to be respectful about it, okay? Now, Michael's Jr., you're 21 years now, and you said,
excuse me. Michael Jr. and
Willis.
Michael Willis.
Everything on his ID is Michael Willis.
So,
I'm just saying.
And so now, Michael Sr., are you ready to move forward? Now you've got your answer. Are you ready to move forward with your life as it has been for this next month and a half?
Do you 3 want him involved in your lives at all?
No.
No. Michael Sr., it's time to get a new life.
And you hear that. They say that they're done, cut ties and run, okay?
Done.
Now, Charlene, my dear,
Yes.
we've all been young and dumb. You know, I'm old and I'm still kind of dumb.
I know.
So, but you heard that saying, the only thing worse than being a young fool is an old fool. And so now you come out here, you put it all on the plate, and now you got some answers. My one question for you was, you seem so upset with the whole cheating thing from 20 years ago. I wonder if there's still not something there for you.
There's nothing there at the end of the day, I was just trying to explain my story, the reason why I did what I did. That's what it was about. It was nothing to have anything to do with me and him.
Okay.
He never wrote me no letters to try to make no pass at me. I never wrote him back. I never threw him under the bus to say he said anything until recently was something me and him was just talking about. We never had no beef, no nothing. When he wrote me, he asked me about what was going on. He'd do anything to help my son. We never had no type of problem, anything. So at the end of the day, I don't know, when I was behind the stage and he was saying how he called me out of my character, and he said all this stuff, he never one time talked to me like that. And that's why I was listening like I came out angry like I was, because you never came out like that to me. So to come out and say you called me out of character, we had a good relationship. We had a cool relationship until I found out what you was doing to me.
And here's the thing, you know, we all have our choices we make, and we all have our emotions. You got a right to those things, but you don't have a right to let those emotions, those choices mess up everybody else's life. And that's what happens with the last 17 years.
When she was behind the curtain and she said what she thought she heard, when she see this show, she's going to realize she made another mistake.
Well, let's see what happens when we continue. Just the bottom line. For more info, go to the website, BillCunninghamShow.com. Want to take a peek behind the cameras? Then follow me on Twitter. Like me on Facebook. When it comes to DNA doubt, here's the bottom line. A mother has a foolproof way of knowing who her baby is. It's called childbirth. But a father can never be sure. So do your future child a favor and avoid a DNA dilemma. Pick a mate you can trust and stick with them. Believe me, your future child will thank you. I want to thank all my guests for coming in, and I'll see you the next time.
How's it feel, sir? Oh, it's amazing. It's exhilarating.
I have
It's exhilarating.
1 million pounds lifted off my shoulders.
Yes.
I really do, because y'all don't know. Fighting my family, carrying people, talking about them ain't your kids, and this, that, and the other. But they all owe an apology. They need to get on their knees and beg her for forgiveness.
Yes.
The whole family. The whole family.
Helen,
Ain't
I
no more fake,
apologize
so.
to you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. These are